local governance, as shown by his stint as local chief executive of Tagaytay City. He also served as president of the League of Cities from 2001 to 2004 and was likewise chairman of the Metropolitan Manila Development Authority, MMDA, from 2010 to 2015. His tenure at the MMDA, more than having showcased his in-depth knowledge and skill in urban management, sparked his advocacy for disaster preparedness and resiliency, and deepened his passion to serve the people even amidst the dangers of disasters and calamities. Our guest of honor is an esteemed international lawyer. He completed his Master of Laws degree from the University of London, specializing in public international law. He pursued his Doctor of Judicial Science Studies in Tulane University Law School in New Orleans, Louisiana, USA. He passed both the Philippine Bar and the New York State Bar exams. He is likewise a Brigadier General in the Philippine Army Reserve. He was elected as Senator of the Philippines last May 2019. He was also former political advisor to President Rodrigo Roa Duterte and became his main troubleshooter during crises, disasters, and emergencies. He's currently the chairman of the Senate Committee on Local Government and the Senate Committee on Urban Planning, Housing, and Resettlement, in addition to his membership in several other Senate committees. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my rarest privilege to present to you Senator Francis N. Tolentino, ang Tol ng Bayan.
Be seated. Maayong hapon po. Good afternoon. I'd like first to acknowledge the one who invited me here, my seatmate, a good friend of mine, Mayor Aldavid. Palakpakan po natin. Vice Mayor Richard Dolman, the one who welcomed me before, I think that was circa 2016 or 19, I forgot. Your City Administrator, Rosemarie Garde, was seated likewise beside your City Police Officer. The Bridgeport Management, headed by Mr. Lagdameo. All the awardees present, department heads, barangay captains, and members of the Sangguniang Panlungsod. Who else? Representative of Senator Amy Marcos, national agency heads. Wala na siguro. Nakalimutan ko lang yung piloto ng Philippine Airlines. When I was invited by Mayor Atty, I told him I might not be coming because I have to have a swab test tomorrow. It's supposed to be tomorrow. So I told him, why not make it the day before wherein I can confirm. Indeed, pag-isip ko kanina, interview lang sa DCRH, diretso na ako dito. Pagkatapos ko nito, balik ulit ako because I need to be swab test tomorrow. I have a forthcoming 5-day quick trip overseas. But just the same, I am here. I am proud to be here. I am proud to be amongst awardees, heroes, persons that should be given gratitude. No offense to the awardees. 2 years ago, March 16, 2020, we got hit by COVID-19. Our country, the entire world. We don't know what hit us. From Delta to Omicron. I understand I was talking to the mayor. We have 60 fatalities here. God bless their souls and their families. Almost 2,000 infected by COVID-19 during the pandemic for the entire island Garden city of Samal. It was a difficult period. It was a difficult stage for local government officials, for citizens like you. There was no template, there was no playbook, there was no guide for us. 1919 in Spain can never be used as a guide. The previous pandemic, the previous smallpox cholera pandemic can never be used as a guide. What you are celebrating today is not just a night of gratitude for those who helped you, those who gave aid, those who gave money, those who gave resources. No offense to them. They were at the forefront. What you are celebrating tonight is a testament to the resilience of the people of the island Garden city of Samal. We can no longer mention the names of the police officers, the health officers, the barangay workers, the barangay health workers, the teachers. There was no guide whatsoever for the Sangguniang Panlunsod or the mayor whose dynamic leadership led us to this day. Because it will just be 10 days from now before we commemorate the second year of the pandemic. And I was saying last year, I think in 5, 6, or 7 occasions, while I was going around the country, and there are videotapes to prove this. I was saying, I mentioned this in Tarlac, I mentioned this in Pampanga and Cavite, that COVID-19 will end March 2022. True enough, I might be correct. True enough, that might sound prophetic. But what I'm saying is this. You breeze through the pandemic with dynamic and creative efforts. You should deserve a clap for that. As chairman of the Senate Committee on Local Government, I have been reading everything. There is no guidebook, there is no template, there is no law during that pandemic stage wherein we were all under the IATF regulations on how the Sangguniang Panlunsod, the mayor, the city treasurer, the budget officer, the local DSWD, would be spending millions of funds not coming from the city coffers but from the national government. Wala. Nada. Wala pong ganun. Dumating sa inyo yung pera, not appropriated by the Sangguniang Panlunsod, but spent for your people and constituents. There is no rule book on how to distribute the ayuda. You played it by the ear. There is no rule book, likewise, on how you will consummate the inoculation for the booster shots. Even your mayor was hit by COVID. With that, I think it is also appropriate that the awardees would be the entire population of the island Garden city of Samal. Their cooperation, I think, is a testament of how the island Garden city of Samal would rebound. I came from a city blessed with natural resources. Tourism. I've been always saying that the national economy would recover not because we have a good economic cluster team, not because we have a good Banco Central, not because we have a good Department of Finance, but because we have good local government units, headed by able mayors like Mayor Al David Rui. And like my place, your place is a tourist haven. Take care of that. Nurture that. I've been looking at the frames. Wala na. I've been looking at the frames a while ago in front, different sceneries. All frames would make up a story. I was formerly chairman of the Metro Manila Film Festival. You look at frames. Per frame, you add another frame and you make up a story. Change the frame, you change the narrative. Change the narrative for you. You might change the course of your history. I was lucky enough when I was young to have met Senator Bert Romulo. He was a good friend of mine. He was telling me that he loves this place. I was not yet a senator then. I think he authored the charter of the city, if I'm not mistaken. He's a great man. He's a good vision for this place. My contribution for you, right now, modesty aside, was that I authored the Metro Davao Development Authority. And that would ensure not just the progress of one place, but the entire coastal area. From here to the coastal towns of Davao del Sur, to include Davao City and all other cities. And I took my experience with me, coming from my former stint as Metropolitan Manila Development Authority Chairman, to have some snippets of amendments on how the law should be crafted and how the law should look like, looking at 5 or 10 years from now. I specifically included a provision in that law creating a Metro Davao police force. It's not part of MMDA, but here you will have that. I was inclined to have all, no offense to the DOTR if they're here, or LTFRB. I was inclined to have LTFRB under the Metro Davao Development Authority. I had second thoughts. But again, I think that would be a perfect template for future metropolitan development authorities. When you study the response of Metro Manila during the pandemic, it was not the response alone of Mandaluyong, of Parañaque, of Taguig, of Quezon City, of Navotas, or Pateros, and the rest of the Metro Manila LGUs. It was always a collegial decision of all the LGUs concerned. That is what will happen once the MBDA is implemented. Collective decision of all stakeholders, from here to Magsaysay, to Magonoy, to Padada, to Tagum, Davao, and all the members of the MBDA. You will be a bigger family. We are not just talking of your response to a pandemic or an emergency, but your response to economic challenges. And we will have enough economic challenges. I'm not talking about the war in Ukraine. We will have a lot of challenges, especially the incoming administration. It will be difficult, but with a united people like the people of Samal, I think we will all survive. One more thing that we should be thankful of, lest we forget. We should be thankful to the Lord that we all survived. We all are here, and we look forward to a brighter future for Samal, Davao del Norte, and for the entire country. God bless the island garden city of Samal. Thank you for inviting me here. Thank you for according me the privilege of speaking early. I wish you all the best, Mayor, on your 24th anniversary. I look forward to seeing you on your 25th, 26th, 27, and I hope to be of assistance to you in the near future. Maraming salamat po at magandang gabi sa inyo lahat.
Pasalamat, Senator Francis M. Tolentino. I request Senator Francis M. Tolentino to please remain in front on stage for our plaque of appreciation. I request our Honorable City Mayor Al David Torres Uy, our City Vice Mayor Richard A. Gindolman to award our plaque of recognition. The citation. Plaque of recognition is awarded to for his commitment to public service through the passage of the House Bill 0939 and Act creating a district engineering office of the Department of Public Works and Highways in the island Garde, City of Samal, and continued support to the development programs of the city. Given the 6th day of March 2022 at the Bridgeport, Barangay Kaliglig, Island Garden, City of Samal, Davao del Norte, Philippines. And this plaque of recognition is given to Senator Francis M. Tolentino.